Hi family, hi family. This is Dr. Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the sacred art of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. Today's video is all about antibiotics and when you can safely receive or start back on your colon therapy protocol. One thing that I definitely want to share that I think people are like overshooting or over missing or not paying attention to is that anytime your body needs antibiotics, you do not have time to play. The space and time between an infection and like serious admittance into the hospital is like that thin. Like it could happen like that. So you don't want to play around with an infection of any kind if you have it. It's just not necessary, right? Number two, when you are given antibiotics, it is extremely impossible that you follow the instructions to the T. If you do not know what those instructions are, call me. I am a resource. I am here. Leave me a message. DM me. Send me an email. Go to my website. Send me a message on there. You do not have to be in the dark. You do not have to know, because if you do that and you end up on the other side of, I didn't know, love, trust me when I tell you, you do not want to be in a hospital right now with an infection. Let me just help you. You don't. So with that being said, unfortunately, you are unable to receive a colonic during the time that you are taking antibiotics. And clients always say, why, Mo? I don't understand. This is why. And if you've been paying attention in your sessions, you wouldn't be asking me that question. Hence the reason why we are here. Colon therapy in general neutralizes. Let's just start with that word, neutralize, meaning that if you have an infection and you're taking an antibiotic to decrease that infection and move it out the body, the last thing you want is another element neutralizing that relationship that's already happening. If it neutralizes it, the infection may be pushed to a different area that's dehydrated. And there we go. Another infection. So it's not worth your time, energy, or effort not to tell me that you are on antibiotics, because in the end, it's not going to hurt me. It's going to hurt you. I have had clients do that just to get a colonic. Love, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. And that's not caring for yourself. That's just kind of doing whatever hell you want to do. Honestly, that's no intentional care. I had a client tell me a couple of weeks ago while she was on the table, oh, by the way, and here's the other thing. Before we start your colon therapy session, your colonic session, I always tap in with you and I say, is there anything that I should be aware of? Anything that has changed with your health? Anything that you've changed or added, or do you feel constipated? Do you feel like you're flowing? Have you slept? Like it's impossible for me to cover every possible way in which you might be affected, meaning that you have to come in with an awareness of your needs. It's impossible. I know I look magical. I know it. I know. My nieces tell me all the time, TT, you magical, you magical. I get all that, right? I love my nieces. However, love, the way that I work with you is the way that I work with everybody. That's more than 5 people a day in front of me. And they were not even talking about on the phone. And we're not talking about email. So it's impossible for me to remember. But it is very possible for me to be of service to you when you know what's happening with your body. That is the caveat. So in regards to antibiotics, you do have to wait 2 weeks after your last dosage of your antibiotics. And it doesn't matter if you've been taking antibiotics for 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days, or longer. The time frame doesn't matter. You still have to wait exactly 2 weeks after your last dosage of your antibiotics. Now, here's the thing. You can do whatever you want to do. You really can. You're an adult. I only work with individuals 21 and over. Everybody that comes into my office that I touch is an adult. So you can do whatever you want to do. But if you would like to care for yourself and honor yourself, I highly recommend that you follow those instructions for the best care possible, and so that the infection does not move into a different area of the body and then just kind of develop a whole nother leg and an arm and another situation. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to be sick. It's not necessary to be ill. It's not necessary to feel pain. It's not necessary to feel tired. It's not necessary to feel lethargic. None of that is necessary. You don't have to feel that way if you don't want to. So if you are ready for change and you have completed your round of antibiotics and it's been a solid 2 weeks, I would love to be of service to you and to get you back in alignment, back on track, get your colon going, get your good biotics in your body going. Let's do it. Yes? So my name is Dr. Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist. And we just had a conversation about the absolute benefit of caring for yourself when you're taking antibiotics. It's very important that you do not continue detoxing of any kind. That includes fasting. That includes a restricted diet, but that depends on what's happening with you. Let me pull that back. That depends on what's happening and why you're taking antibiotics. This is not the time not to drink water. This is not the time to, try new herbs. This is not the time for that. Oh, thank you, Spirit. And in regards to herbs, discontinue all herbs until your last dosage of your antibiotics. 2 weeks later, then pick them up. Okay? I forgot to mention that. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. I love you, Spirit. Yes, yes, yes. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, my phone number is 562-682-0818. My website is moyabodycare.com, and my private office is located in Torrance, California. Until then, be blessed.